Hey everyone, so today I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a review video for you guys. I wanted to do them on the new Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquers. If you are kind of a beauty junkie, then you may already know that these came out in the UK a few months ago by the name Rimmel Apocalypse. We American consumers are apparently not worthy of the witty puns, so we get stuck with Show Off, which I'm a little bit upset about because Apocalypse was so much more clever. But yeah, the names are all the same, colors are all the same, just the name is different. It's pretty much marketed though as the same exact thing. So I bought 8 of the 14 shades that they have. They have a good range of colors, from neutrals to brights to just your basic kind of creamy, satiny colors to more of your shimmery colors. None of them are completely matte, although over time as you wear them they do kind of mattify a little bit because the shine is going away and they're starting to wear off. Now, as far as lasting power goes, I have noticed that these last a lot longer than typical lipsticks do for me. Lipsticks will rub off typically for me within 2 to 3 hours, if that long of a time lasts. These I can get about 6 hours out of, and then they'll start to fade a little bit. But these aren't marketed as a moisturizing lip product, but they're really not drying in any way. So once they dry and set to your lips, they are very comfortable to wear. They're not like tight, they don't dry and then like stick to the cracks in your lips. They are very comfortable to wear, very easy, kind of flexible, and the shine does stay for a good amount of time, although there is no harm in adding a gloss over it if you do want that little bit of extra shine and a little bit of extra moisture. Like I said, there are 14 shades and they do have a good range of shades. I think I've already mentioned this, but most of the shades are a kind of satiny finish where they're not shimmery, but they're not completely matte because they are like lip lacquers, so they're a liquid lipstick, so they're going to have a little bit of that satiny finish to them. None of them are really completely matte that I have, at least. For the moment, these are only being sold at Walgreens. I'm not sure if they're going to be expanding as far as where they're being sold, but I believe they're being sold on drugstore.com, and you can only get them in Walgreens stores. They are being sold for $4.99, which is an excellent price for what you're getting. A little bit about the product themselves. They have a doe foot applicator on them, which I actually really like because there's a little bit of a dip in the very tip of the applicator, and it houses extra product, so it prevents you from having to go in and keep dipping it back in to get a full coverage on the lips. You can take this out of the tube and put it on your lips once you get full opaque color, and it's a very bold color. None of them really are that sheer, but you could just put a dab on and sheer it out if you want a little bit of color. But again, these are lip lacquer. They're kind of meant to be more of that opaque, kind of amped up color. One last thing about these before I get into showing you the colors that I have is they do smell like cucumbers, which is a slightly weird scent to be associating with lip products, but it's really not off-putting. It's not gross, it's not bad. I personally kind of like it. It's a very fresh scent, but that is also another thing if scents are a big thing for you. So I purchased 8 of these shades. I have swatches and pictures on my blog. I will link that blog post down below. Make sure that you go and check that out. I'm just going to go through them quickly. The first color that I have is Comet. This is a deep nude pink color, but it's more on the brown side. Definitely darker than what I normally go for, but I do like this color. Next is Nova. This is a light baby pink color. It's a satiny finish, good kind of everyday wearable color. Then I have Stellar. This is a bright pink corally magenta color, but it's a lot more coral but a lot more pink, if that makes any sense. But it's a very bright color, fun for the summer, and I highly recommend this if you're into those really bright, bold lip colors. Next is Galaxy. This is one of the few that have a shimmery finish, so there's going to be a little bit of like a glittery kind of look on the lips, but it's nothing overpowering and super noticeable. It's very subtle, but it gives a nice shine. And this is a deep mauve-y purple kind of color. Like this is perfect for the fall and winter months. Next is Aurora, and this is like the other pink that I had already shown in that it's kind of a more neutrally color, good for every day. This one's a little bit warmer than the other one I had shown, where that one's a little bit more of a cooler pink. This is a little bit warmer, kind of hinting on the coral side, but again, very good for everyday wearable kind of look. Next I have Apocalyptic. This is a very bright fuchsia pink color. Absolutely love this. If you're a big fan of bright pink lips, definitely go for this one in the collection. Then I have Out of This World, which again is another shimmery one. It is a nudie pink kind of color. Again, neutral, good for every day if you're looking for a little bit more shimmer and sparkle to your lips. And the last color that I got is Big Bang. This is a very pretty, true red color to me. When I wear this, it reminds me of a vintagey classic kind of a red, more than like a bold red, if that makes sense. When I think of vintage 50s, there's like that certain like Marilyn Monroe red. That's what this is for me, at least, and I do actually love this. If you're looking for a new or a different kind of a red, definitely go and check this one out. So as I've already said, these are being sold exclusively at Walgreens, but as with any new hyped kind of gimmicky product, they are very hard to find. These are the only ones that my Walgreens had in stock. I'm sure they're going to be keeping them in stock as time progresses, and of course they will be easier to find. I know they do sell them on Walgreens.com, but again, a lot of the shades are sold out. So if you are looking to get your hands on them, wait a little while for this initial hype to die down, and then go ahead and get yourself a couple of them. Overall, I give this product a thumbs up. I would recommend buying them. They're cheap, affordable, and definitely you're getting a bang for your buck. So that is about everything about these show-off lip blockers. Make sure that you check out my blog post down below for full information, pictures if you missed anything, and be sure to also rate, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, I will see you on the next video.